and then I forgot to put L, and then I thought this is a solution.
Yeah, that's great. That's even better.
Yeah.
Well, no, I haven't.
I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Hello, dear.
Nothing has been done.
Thanks very much indeed. I'm proud to stand here today in solidarity with the people of Palestine and shoulder to shoulder with all those across the world who are standing up for peace and justice for the Palestinians. And I want to say a few words alongside those who've condemned the reporting and the coverage of these atrocities. I want to condemn those who use words like skirmishes and conflicts as if in some way there is an equivalence between the military might of Israel and those peaceful demonstrators in Gaza. There is no equivalence. There can be no equivalence when a nuclear-armed state with a massive arsenal, maybe some people say it's twice the size of the UK arsenal, when that kind of military force is up against a people that are imprisoned in a tiny strip of land. And there can be no equivalence when we know that in the past the Israeli state has used white phosphorus on the people of the Gaza Strip. White phosphorus use is illegal under international law against civilian populations. And we know that not only have they tried and used this kind of weaponry on the civilians in Gaza, that in the recent events they have tested their new drone technology to use drones to drop canisters of tear gas on civilian population. And I think we have to say we've had enough of using the people of Gaza, the innocent civilians of Gaza, as guinea pigs for testing their new weapons technology. And I think we have to ask ourselves how long before this technology is being sold in the arms fairs across the world for profit. We have to put a stop to this, and we have to make this absolutely clear to our government. We have to end support for the arms trade with Israel.
And it's our duty to keep pressure on the government of Britain and other Western governments that protect Israel from the crimes it commits against the Palestinian people. And you know, it was the pressure on all them governments that helped bring down the end of apartheid South Africa. And it will be that same kind of pressure on Western governments that brings down the government in Israel, that apartheid government, and let's bring a government to the Middle East where Christians, Jews, Muslims, Arabs can all live together in peace. That has to be the aim of what we look for today. You know, those soldiers who fired the live ammunition into those protesters, there is blood on their hands, yes. The officers who at best allowed them to use live ammunition, at worst ordered them to use live ammunition, there is blood on their hands too. The government that allows live ammunition to be fired against unarmed protesters, the blood is on their hands. Governments across the West that turn a blind eye, their blood is on their hands too.
Hands up, any who is a member of the House of Lords or the House of Commons here today. A deathly silence. I am ashamed of them. It is absolutely disgraceful disgraceful that in a country that stands up for justice and human rights, that our representatives are not standing up for justice and human rights for Palestinians. It is outrageous. It is quite outrageous. I'm not mentioning any by name, but every party is guilty.
Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! In our millions, in our billions! 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 Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Theresa May! Boris Johnson! 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 Theresa May!
It is against international law, it is against every moral law, and we cannot have journalists being shot in the back, we cannot have young children killed in Gaza as is going on at the moment. It could not happen without the support of our government here, of Theresa May and her rotten, stinking Tory government, which sells arms to Saudi Arabia, sells arms to Israel, and will do anything to protect the present setup in the Middle East. And it couldn't happen without the support of Donald Trump, who is moving the US Embassy to Jerusalem in May in an absolute disgraceful move, which again is in breach of international agreement.
The Jewish group Judas is now famous. Like them, I am incensed by betrayal. Betrayal of the fundamental values of humanity, betrayal of fundamental Jewish values, a betrayal visited on the Palestinian people when they were exiled in 1948, by 50 years of military occupation, with its demolition of thousands of homes, with its incarceration and torture of children, with its illegal and violent settlers, and its onslaughts on Gaza, and a decade-long medieval siege which denies drinkable water, basic medical facilities, which drives people into deep poverty, which drives an infant mortality rate in Gaza which is 8 times that of Israel, and which denies the right to protest. When a family picnic becomes a revolutionary act, and where civilians are shot in the back, and there is another betrayal, that by the Board of Deputies of British Jews and the Jewish Leadership Council. Why do they not decry these violations but champion them? They purport to demonstrate against anti-Semitism. They hid the flag of Israel, but their purpose is transparent, to bring down Corbyn, because he is on the side of justice for the Palestinians. Like a medieval crowd at an execution, they are baying for political lynchings. Obscenely, a black Jewish woman who dared to question their integrity, let alone let everyone know we stand alongside Jackie Walker. Not to do so would be to abandon our principles, and I will never do that.
All these people are here who are not Palestinians, who are not Arabs, who are not Muslims, and they're not here because of any hatred or prejudice. They are here because of the love of humanity, equality and justice. And they see your pain, they hear your cry, they share your tears, and know that part of this Israeli part of physical violence is a psychological violence of isolation, of making a victim the oppressor, and of making the oppressor the victim. So every single person who's come here today is witness the crime that has been committed, and is standing in solidarity with humanity. with you side by side. You are not forgotten. And part of the Israeli approach is the silent assent. Not just in the Middle East, not just in the occupied territories, not just in Gaza, but right here. And that's why I came
Hello, how you doing? Good day for you. Another big event, eh?
He sends 2 delegations of our members to Palestine, and these people come back changed by what they witness. They come back changed by the brutal treatment they see of the Palestinians at the hands of the Israeli government and the Israeli army. They come back changed and determined to do something about it. As an education union, we take a particular interest in what happens to children. In our thousands, in our millions! In our thousands, in our millions!
I'd like to now introduce the mother of Tom Hurdle, who was shot dead by an Israeli sniper. And I'd like to introduce, please put your hands together for Jocelyn Hurdle.
I have one message for those young Palestinians who are on the border with Gaza. We have seen through that smoke screen. We know Israel's narrative. We understand it so much better than we ever used to. And the message for the young in Palestine who know so well how to use social media, whatever the ills of social media, please keep on using it, because you are getting your message out. Yours is the truth, which doesn't begin to compare with the lies that are coming out every day from Israel. So my heart goes out to everybody on that border. There's families who've lost members of their family, sons and daughters, aunts and uncles, the mothers who have a very hard time making the decision as to whether to encourage their sons or daughters to go to the border or not. My heart is with you. Thank you.
Friends, I think the fact that we're demonstrating, we're on the streets again, is critically important. However, let's be honest with each other. There should have been 5, 6, 10 times the number of people that we have here today. It's not enough. And what people seem to have forgotten is that in order to prepare huge demonstrations, you have to mobilize. You have to have preparatory meetings, because the Palestinians deserve more from us. Now, what has happened in Palestine? People killed.
My feet are giving up.
People injured, Palestinian journalists shot dead, images of where they're doing it from, where they're committing these crimes from. You compare what is happening there with the coverage that has been given in the British media. It's a disgrace. They tell us in relation to other matters that Russian television is a propaganda outfit. Well, what is the bloody BBC if not a propaganda outfit? The attack on Corbyn is disgusting. Its aim is very clear. He is the first leader of the Labour Party who has very progressive positions on foreign policy. And they don't like him. And now they are fearful that Labour might be elected. And you might have someone sitting inside there who breaks with the path, who says, I'm an anti-war Prime Minister. And my advice to Jeremy Corbyn, an old friend and comrade, is this. You have been at your best when you have fought back against the scoundrels and the liars.
The Muslim Association of Britain stands unwavering in its support of the Palestinian people and their right to be freed from occupation, fear, threat or subjugation on their land.
from a plane. We never did. We never left Gaza. I leave you with his words that he wrote nearly 5 years ago. He said, this is his words, and I think it's worth us listening for a minute to the words of the man who passed away fighting for his freedom and covering the demonstrations. He says, dear friends, we have no words to describe what we experience daily. It's been 5 years now where we live under a tight Israeli siege. This siege is bringing us back to the medieval ages. No power, water, and even basics. On top of this, Israeli army attacks our homes and towns continuously. Our new generations are living in fear and trauma. We have no words to tell you how we feel about that. Always we wake up by a sound of Israeli rockets here or there. Our education is hindered, while patients die as Israeli close the borders. These are the words of Yasser Porteji. He ends with this. He ends with a message to you, the supporters, the demonstrators. He says, our life is gone. Our issue is not only food or seed, but a freedom quest. We hope you support us for that motive. What we need is freedom and an end to an Israeli appetite.
Hold this for a second.
We shall demand justice. We shall come back time and time and again